Girl, welcome back. Let me come on in here and tell y'all how this man just did the life, and it was a double life, and I ain't even know twice, and I had to cancel this wedding. Baby. He was lying, he was flying, he was almost dying, and I couldn't do nothing but and I cried. Oh. But for real though, this is really, really, really how I went down. Well, y'all listen. You know, on part 5 it ended when I was telling you, baby, what the detective said. Baby, that's exactly what he said. He was like, he was robbed, he was ambushed, but it was related. I was like, wait a minute, what? Not that man in there. Not that man in there laying on that bed. Baby, that man went to Savannah every day to get his CDLs. I have his certificate. That man in there was talking about how he wanted to get his tweet badge. And the people was telling him he couldn't get it because he was a convicted or returning citizen because we not convicted felons. And I was like, they can't tell you that. Baby, don't let them tell you that. I did mine. Anyway, we went through that process, got this going and everything like that. Let me tell y'all something. We was on this roller coaster ride for 89 days in this hospital. From him being in this coma, going through these different surgeries, for me praying over him. I will not show the video of that because I know him. He won't want nobody showing him, but going through this process, you know, the 89 days was just the days of the surgeries, going through the living out. If you really look at this, to fan him back, I'm talking about from when they airlifted him. That was a lot.
God, you got it. He covered. He healed. In Jesus'
so now in this process, you know, I became cool with the staff at the hospital because one thing y'all know about me, y'all know I'm a network. Baby, I was at the hospital doing my skincare, selling my products, everything. I made executive director at the hospital. Y'all look at this right here. Baby, yes, body was snatched, waist snatched. Look. Like I said, it was a lot. But I had to maintain. You could look at it and be like, oh, was she dancing in the hospital? Baby, it was a dance of rejoicing. Because as you see the nurse back there taking care of him, if you see his legs is moving, he was coming out of what they thought had killed him. Oh, baby, you will live and not die. Even in the midst of all this, got a shout out from a coach, Coach Stormy. Y'all just listen. When people really rock with you, the words of encouragement, not that you seeking validation, because baby, validation is from parking. But when you know you grinding, you growing, and you looking to the hills, which you know will come in your help, you're not expecting all of this turmoil around you, stuff on your shoulder just breaking you down. Baby, when I seen my coach get his shout out right here, y'all just listen.
Hey, Stella, I want to say congratulations in advance. I mean, like the story of you going executive while your husband is fighting for his life in the hospital. I mean, this is not the story we want to hear, but it is what it is. And so when I told Lakari what you were doing and what you were going through, he was like, wow, we got to let her do it. So you got this. You got this. Congratulations, executive. This is just the beginning.
12 seconds later.
Going through all that, you all hearing it from my coach, it really empowered me and made me say, you know what, we're going to push through this. He's getting better. He's healing. We going through this. And when I say I started networking, all of the staff was coming in. They was friendly. They made jokes. It was like what it was. And he wasn't really the joking type. And one of the staff was a little, rainbowish. But guess what? He was real. He was accurate, professional, and everything. He'll walk in one day, but he's like, can I walk in? I insisted that I go out here and get this one nurse, this one CNA, and made him come in there because I knew when he came in there and asked what he was asking for, he was gonna give it a bit. Y'all look at this. Look what this man. Y'all just look at.
What you want? You have a Q-tip. Where you think you at, Baptist? You at county hospital. Bare minimum. You better Q-tip your finger.
Just to sit here now and see him talking and laughing and to come from when they had to airlift him that night, people just don't know. Y'all just don't know.
The staff was super amazing. When I say there's some I'm still connected with now, verbally through social media, they were just amazing. It was everything, and it was the path of growing, doing, and everything. So sitting there going through, my whole concern was his well-being. So remind you, I ain't talking about none of this that gonna went on with the family. I'm not talking about the big boom 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 that the detective gun came in and told me about. I haven't mentioned none of that, Chad. None of that. Why you throwing it up like you bang bang? I ain't mentioned none of that yet. The doctor gun came in, diagnosed, did all that, gave him physical therapy, said what he needed. We started physical therapy. They gave him the days, the time. So every day still there. Day, night, day, night. But got all this on my mind and on my heart because this detective gonna drop this bomb. Like, boom. Going through physical therapy. So now y'all see he getting up. So he's going through physical therapy. As you see, I'm right there every day. Baby, selling my skincare, selling my waist snatchers, and then doing my other business. A hustler and a healer is what I'm aiming for. But still, my mental was all over the place. Baby, scout. When I say double up, blah, blah, blah. No, my mental was all over the place. What I mean by that, because I would go home once a week. And it wasn't even to stay. I would go home just to get a change in clothes, wash all my stuff, check on the kids. Because my kids, I had them with my daughter, and I was staying at the hospital. It was really for safety. Okay, what nobody say in my mind and my heart, because I'm from the street. Yeah. So I didn't know what was going on. Who had tried to lay this man down? Who was out there doing all that? I did not know. So when I was at home, baby, I don't know if I was depressed, oppressed, or nothing, just have to press. How I would go in my office and I would literally be like this. This is in real time, and this is exactly how it was. This is the first video that I posted, y'all, that have over 2 million and something views. When people was like, oh, well, she doing this in the hospital, and she doing it because they didn't understand the full story or the logistics around it. Y'all know I never gave up what nobody say, especially what I hated thing. Because nobody knew what I had to endure. Nobody knew what I was going through. To have an individual to come in your life, sweep you off your feet. Baby, I thought I was just like the bold and the beautiful and everything else in between. So to be in the midst of talking to your bridesmaids on Zoom and get a call and they talking about he shot and then you couldn't even talk. Baby, when I used to leave Jacksonville, Shands Hospital, ICU, and drive that hour drive to Brunswick, this is exactly how I used to be sitting at that desk.
Oh, Lord, if you don't do it.
Back and forth was already the real skiller. That was how I ended up like, you know what, I'm going to just stay down here at the hospital. Plus, for safety. But tearing that road up wasn't for the weak. It most definitely wasn't. And then when I tell y'all going through all that and then to be going through this with a family that you don't even know, not let alone me, he barely knew him either. You don't even know him because they said we was related. Hello. But out of all of that, when I tell y'all when that detective dropped the boom, baby, let me tell you something. My heart dropped. It sunk. And this is something that nobody knows. So a lot of them had so much to say or whatever. And when you really look at it, you be like, well, why did she cancel the wedding? Why did she cancel the wedding? Baby, because one day I pulled up, me and my son, my 15-year-old son, at the time was 15, and my grandbaby. We was at A-Town Wing getting us some good old honey, garlic, lemon pepper wings, and thought we was finna eat the wings. Baby couldn't even eat the wings. Because pulled up to the house, baby, my PTSD flashback, IBS, CVS, IRS, Walmart, and everybody else had gone flashback with the people that was standing in my yard. All I could look like, what is really going on? So I hop out. Because I know, baby, I done done my time. I don't do nothing illegal. I don't do nothing wrong. I'm stepping out like, what? Who this for? Who this for? What them cheering say what the song say now? Who this for? The man asked me my name. What? He asked me his name. Who is Johnny? I say, wait a minute. What happened? Got crossed out. What happened? So I'm walking like I'm walking towards my door, about to go to my door. Ma'am, excuse. You can't go in. Excuse me, baby. I live here. This mortgage is in my name. And whoever else you looking for, they don't have residency here. They name not here, so why you here? But y'all, I forgot who my neighbor was. But needless to say, y'all know me. I stood 10 toes down. I was like, what you here for? Why are you here, sir? The man looked at me. I went to walking like I'm finna walk in the house. He got in front of me all like he the Dolphins. I was the Redskins, probably with skins in the bag, whatever you want to talk about. You ain't going in the house. If you go in the house or you try to go in the house, I'm going to have to arrest you. Crickets. Well, you going to have to do what you got to do because I'm going in the house. Baby, I went to walk. I turned around because I know my rights. Because if you don't know your rights, you don't have no rights. I turned around and say, do you have a warrant? Do you have a search warrant? No, ma'am, but you would not go in the house. Why am I not going in the house? So then I started drilling him. I ain't got to talk about it. Y'all will listen to it right here. This right here. Y'all will hear me telling him. That's what I'm going to ask to see in the warrant, in the affidavit. Because you said it was several addresses for that man's name. This address isn't on there.
I didn't say this address was on there.
Excuse me?
I didn't say this address was on there.
So, okay. But you just say you ain't told that. So how was you told the vehicle was here?
You told me this.
No, I didn't give you an address, though. I told you I don't have anything to say. So quite frankly, I guess my neighbor told you that, which he, by law, by right, he had to. You know, that's his job. He got a job to do. So as y'all see, engine number 9, the rest of them, they standing out there. I'm talking about blocking the door, making threats, telling me I can't go inside. You see my son standing there, his hand all tied up, dressed up like he been hanging up Christmas lights. My grandbaby here irritated. I'm like, how long is going to take you to get a search warrant? You knew you was coming to apprehend a subject for all these allegations, speculations, and monetations and all this stuff. And you mean to tell me you didn't bring a search warrant? So we was just waiting, y'all. And I was going to wait. So how long does it normally take for them to execute the warrant?
Depends.
On?
Depends how long it takes an evidence stack to complete the process.
To complete the process.
Yes,
So you're knowing that you were coming to apprehend a suspect that you claim allegedly did something or whatever you saying. However, I'm just stating that.
Mm-hmm.
You picked him up from the federal probation office and you didn't have a warrant?
When I picked him up from the federal probation office?
Yeah.
No, he had warrants for his arrest.
No, a warrant for his arrest, but you was advised also. So you come to a person dwelling that he does not live here and you don't have the address of him living here. So basically you stand in my yard holding me from going to my house off of speculation.
Off of speculation?
No, that's what I'm asking.
No, it's off probable cause.
Okay, so what's the probable cause?
Ma'am, I'm not going to get into this investigation.
No, but you're asking. It's not, what is the probable cause for you saying you execute a search warrant? So you're saying, no, I asked you for a copy of the warrant and you told me that I wasn't entitled to it.
I didn't say that at all.
Oh, when I asked,
No,
okay, well maybe I misunderstood
when
you.
we get here, the actual warrant, the search warrant, you will be given a copy of the search warrant with anything that is seized regarding the search warrant. You will have a copy of the search warrant and a copy of the receipt showing everything that's been seized due to the search warrant.
Okay. You saying I can't go in my home? That's what you're saying.
No,
if I would have tried or attempted to go in my home.
There's case law on it.
No, I'm asking you. I'm not a lawyer, a doctor, and definitely not a detective. I'm asking you that you're saying that I cannot go into my home. If I try or attempt to go in my home, I will be arrested. Okay. Thank you.
12 seconds later.
At this point, I'm asking all type of questions because I see all type of cars pulling up little boxes. She walking in the yard. When I say she, I don't know her name or whatever because they didn't let her identify herself. I guess she was a civilian like me. But she went to take a picture. So I was like, excuse me, why she taking pictures of this? Why she taking pictures of that? Who is it? What? Why she taking pictures? And this how he walk up with his little straight neck and this little blue wrinkled shirt. Are they photographing these two cars? That's not on here. So I have a question about that. Well, she's the tech. What's your position? So
Detective.
Okay. Are you the detective over the case?
I'm not.
Okay, so I don't want nobody to get in nobody Nothing, so I'm gonna protect me. I was just asking, what was she taking pictures of those two vehicles for?
Yeah, ma'am, we take overall scene photos. This is for us and also for whoever the search warrant is for. This is just...
Oh, he talking about this is what we do, general this, general that. Is you the general? The sergeant, the marshal, or whoever? Because you doing all this, what I need is the warrant. The search warrant. Maybe I must have talked too loud because I look around his butt and went, pew, pew. He said so. He told me, oh yeah, it's here. I looked around. He came holding it over, passing the paper like this right here to me.
So when it gets returned, so when we do search warrant returns, they put a docket number on it. This is just so technically this is the copy. You get a copy of the command, and then you get the prop receipt of everything you get. Anything that seized out of the house, you get a prop receipt out after.
Okay.
Okay.
So did you call the attorney already? You say you talked to him?
Yeah, I already talked to him.
Okay.
No, that's it.
Okay. What can I see the affidavit? You said an affidavit to search my home?
No. This is the command. An affidavit that goes with the case file and stuff. That goes to the defense attorney after it's been returned and the case file and all that. Yeah. So.
And also charged with the duty of enforcing a criminal law that he or she have reason to believe that in Green County, Georgia, on the following described person, premises, or property, the resident in Courage 131 Green Cove Drive, the resident is a tan single-story home with the new. So you all had, I guess, informed him of that because he didn't see that. That's part correct.
Yes.
On the pillar next front door, the front yard has a water fountain and is nailed to the tree. There is now located certain instrument, articles, person, or things named. You say there's firearm. Wait a minute. Could you please explain it?
Yeah. So anytime, like this is a homicide that involved firearms, right?
Well, what you said allegedly, but I'm just going what you said. Yes, sir.
Allegedly is I guess a loose term. It's literally on video, so I don't know what to say.
But all I could go by is stand on, because I'm gonna stand for what me and my rights and what I believe in. So, just like you doing your job, I'm not.
So in short, this is happening because the gentleman that you were not seeing but talking to, he's got his duplicate and everything, because he was involved in a homicide, which obviously he was aware of because he drove up and got himself an attorney out of Somerville, Georgia.
That you assume.
Man, it's a little weird before we...
That you assume.
Yeah, I mean...
Just like you hear things you saying you see in the street talk.
Yeah, I mean...
So that's your assumption. I mean, let's be real and keep it real. Go for it.
So the way this works is because he's involved with a homicide, certain items that were involved in that homicide or certain items that we're looking for that belong to him.
Okay, so that's what
we're not saying these items belong to you.
Okay.
We're just saying these items belong to
No, I didn't understand the word. And when you say there is now located.
Yeah, so this is just all the legal verbiage that they use. But and to sum it up very shortly, anything that was involved with homicide that he's involved with, that's why we're here. That's the whole reason why this happened. He has put you in an unfortunate position. That's caused.
No, well, I mean, he didn't put me in anything until they proved and showed me that, and I'm just saying.
All right.
So that's what I want to know.
And if he wants to show you his discovery pack when all that comes out,
absolutely, you showing up right. So let me
if we can get the key from here so we can start this, get out your hair.
You know, I'm gonna open my door. I'm not gonna give you my key. I'm gonna open my door.
If you want to open the door.
Oh, absolutely. Based upon the affidavit. But basically, you put me in this situation because you telling me I gotta make you open my door with my kid. So after I read the one, he studied talking about this, talking about the individual put me in something. No, you put me in it. Because you the one standing out here 5 hours, got me in this sun. If you look like it that, but I'm going to stand my ground, so they ain't going to make nothing easy. Yeah, get your warrant. Because that's the only way you was getting up in here, homeboy. Get your warrant. Now he got the warrant, y'all. You know, what I went and did was get out the way. I got to open the door. Because see, somebody get the keys. No, you ain't going to get my keys. But I'm going to open the door. I'm going to be quiet. But when they leave, I'll be back talking again. I open the door and got out the way. So after I read the warrant, he studied talking about this, talking about the individual put me in something. No, you put me in it. Because you the one standing out here 5 hours, got me in this sun. If you look like it that, but I'm going to stand my ground, so they ain't going to make nothing easy. Yeah, get your warrant. Because that's the only way you was getting up in here, homeboy. Get your warrant. Now he got the warrant, y'all. You know, what I went and did was get out the way. I got to open the door. Because see, somebody get the keys. No, you ain't going to get my keys. But I'm going to open the door. I'm going to be quiet. But when they leave, I'll be back talking again. I open the door and got out the way. Go in there, why they...
No, ma'am.
Because how can I assure y'all ain't planting nothing or taking nothing in there with you?
A lot of cameras.
Y'all know how that is. I had to ask. Let me
Yes,
get the
ma'am.
key. So you want us to sit on the porch over there?
If y'all want to hang out while she's taking like as soon as she's done taking all the overall photos, y'all can come back.
So she gotta take pictures inside my house too?
Yes, ma'am. That's how
Well,
it
what's your body cams for?
A lot of cams are to make sure that nothing, but we still have to have photos. Just how it is.
Lord,
It's
how much?
every search warrant we've ever done.
I mean, I ain't never had now. Come on, let me
So, if, like I said, while she's taking her overall.
Well, do you need to call the lawyer back and let them know this is here? I'm just asking. I don't know.
No.
Okay, you talk to him and all that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. If you, if we can unlock the door and then we can get this process started.
That part.
As soon as this
Well,
gets done,
we gonna sit right there, so I won't be running up my gas and doing all that. Baby, you gonna gave me the warning. Ain't nothing else to say. I know to get out your way now. Even though it don't look official, but I'm quite sure you ain't gonna just.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk my job for anything.
I don't know now, cause I gotta look that up of how you had me sitting out here in this sun.
Yeah, it's was it Illinois v. MacArthur? Yeah.
Before they start, I'm gonna show you unlock the back door to proceed. I mean, if you wanna come in up and show him the door.
Hold on, guys.
Stay right there. I'm just unlock that door right there. That's the back way. You have a room right here, 2 rooms right here. You got an upstairs that way, and it's a den back there.
Okay.
Just make sure that door right there.
Yeah, we're gonna put everything on back.
Gotcha. Just don't tap nothing, please.
And I don't know if you heard what he said. If you do want to look it up just for your own knowledge.
No, I am. I am.
Illinois versus MacArthur. You can Google it and it'll pop up.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Come on.
Alrighty, guys.
Sitting out here, yeah. It don't matter. Baby, I own the property, so I feel what you're saying. If you need me to move, I'm gonna. She's sitting up there telling me that I want y'all to move. I ain't even want y'all in this yard. What you mean? I own this property. My name on here. So why y'all here? They still couldn't answer that chat, but they went in there, searched everything, went all in there, telling all that. And I'm sitting up there looking. I'm looking around. He's standing up here trying to say something to me like they won't lie. And if y'all want to know what happened next, comment next.